You can go first.
All right. Well, it's Mrs. Hannah.
And Mr. Leatherwood, and it's our second video together.
Woo! So this one's going to be even better than the first.
I hope so.
Oh, boy.
So we're continuing multiplying this week, and we're going to teach you the old traditional algorithm that us old people learned.
Yep.
Yeah?
It's a good one.
Back in the day.
That's right. Your parents probably know this one.
Yeah, they'll be cheering in the background because it's not something weird. Now I do mine a little different.
Here comes the weird.
Yeah, now your parents are going, oh great. Okay, it's closer to doing partial products, which we did in our first video, than it is the traditional way. So I'll put mine on the left, and then maybe you could do yours on the right.
Okay, cool.
And they could see the little bit of a difference.
That'll work.
So we'll stick with a easy one. I think I should have done just the same one. All right, 25 times 13.
Okay.
So you can write it however you want. So 25 times 13. We'll do the same thing over here. We'll throw them for a loop.
Yes.
So both ways are great. Both ways are going to get you the right answer. It's up to you to decide which way is kind of better for you.
Yes. And if those of you, if you're confused about should I be writing this or not, probably just have them watch us for this time.
Okay. That's
Don't
fine.
you think?
Yeah.
Or do you want to have them be writing it down?
Whatever you want.
Y'all just kind of watch and see the difference, and then we'll have you practice with us next time.
Cool. All right, so what I do is it's exactly like partial products without the box. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do my ones place times my ones place. So 3 times 5. Okay? The weird part is I'm just going to put the product down like that.
Oh, that's different than the old school like Mrs. Hannah does.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 times 5. Then I'm going to do my ones place times my tens place, which is, it seems like you'll see in a second, just like hers, but I'm doing 3 times 20, which I know to be 60.
All right, yep.
Okay, so then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do this tens place. So I have a 10, not a 1, but a 10 times 5.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 times 5 is going to be 50. And then my last step, I'm going to do 10 times 20. It's not 1 times 2, but 10 times 20. And that's going to give me my 200. And then I've done all the multiplication I need. I'm going to add it up. 5, 6, 12. So I get 325.
Okay. And I see a lot of the logarithm steps in there as well. You're multiplying, you're adding your zeros, and adding it up in the end. All right, well, Mrs. Hannah goes back a little bit further than Mr. Leatherwood, so I go back to the real old school, so you can bring your parents in for this one. They can follow along. They could probably teach you this themselves.
Exactly.
This one, though, I do have a little saying to help you remember some of the steps, because it is really important to remember that this, just like Mr. Leatherwood was saying, is not a 1, it's really a 10, because that number's 13, and this is a 2. So let's start. We always start in the ones place. What you're going to do is this number right here. Whoa, did you see that?
That was pretty cool.
Wow, I was making sure y'all were awake. Okay, now that you're awake, this 3 in the ones place is going to multiply every number above it. Then we're going to move to the tens place. So let's go ahead and start with that. 3 times 5 is 15. Instead of writing the whole thing down, I'm going to carry my 10 over to the tens place. 3 times 2 is 6, and one more makes 7. And remember that 2 is really a 20, so it would make 75. Now, I've multiplied the 3 by every number above it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross it out, and what I say is I say chicken scratch to scratch them out. Goose lays an egg.
Nice.
And that egg goes in the tens place. It's really a 0. It's a placeholder because this 1 right here, where's my pointer? There it is. That's not a 1. It's a 10. I'm multiplying in the tens place, so I have to have my answers scoot over and start in the tens place. So let's go ahead and multiply 1 times 5. It's 5. 7 times, oh, that's not a 7. 1 times 2 is 2. And again, we're going to add that up, and hopefully we get the same answer as Mr. Leatherwood. Let's see if that happens. 7 and 5 is 13. Uh-oh. 12. Thank you.
No
I'm
worries.
going to be in Mr. Leatherwood's tutoring when he starts. 2 plus 1 is 3. And I did get 325. A little bit messy, but we got there.
Yay!
All right.
I like it. So it is different. I grew up, I think we both did, this way here. We did, 10 through 25 for homework. And
Yes,
we just did
absolutely.
it over and over and over again. So this is definitely good to use. Your parents will use it. If you're really good at partial products, the video that we did before this, this may be a good one to step up to. You can go to this one, and this is partial products basically without the box. So either one is going to get you the right answer. Want to give them another one?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's have them do it with us this time.
Okay, cool.
We want y'all to try both of them so you can see which one makes the most sense to you.
There you go. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm deleting. I'm getting there. Oh, no. Piece by piece. Isn't it fun? It just magically disappears.
But it's very cool.
Yeah. All right, what's a good color? How about red?
Yeah, let's go for red.
Or pink. I can't decide. Okay. You want to do 3 by 2 or 2 by 2?
Let's do did we do 2 by 2 last time? Let's go for let's try a 2 by 2 with them, and then we'll do a 3 by 2.
Okay, what do you want to do?
How about, let's try 327.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 3 by 2. Isn't
That's
it?
okay,
That's
we
all
can
right.
do it.
Let's go for it.
They're ready for it.
Times 25.
Okay. So, 327 times 25. Hopefully we don't run out of room. 327 times 25. That's not a very good times. Okay.
That's all right.
So, again, I'm going to do my ones place times ones place first. And this is when my way kind of gets tricky because you get to some big numbers and it gets a little difficult. And you may see that Miss Hannah's way is a little bit easier because you're multiplying single digits instead of bigger numbers. But you'll see what I'm talking about. 5 times 7 is going to be 35. Then I'm going to do 5 times 20, which that's okay. 100, right? 5 groups of 100,
Yeah.
or 5 groups of 20 is 100. Here's where it gets a little harder. I'm going to do 5 times 300. So that's when it gets a little tricky. So it's going to be 1,500 because we're going to have 5 groups of 300. Then we jump over to 20. Remember, this is a 20, not a 2.
Yep.
So 20 times 7 is going to be 140. Then I'm going to do 20 times 20, which gives us 400. Is that right?
Yes, there's
All right.
2 zeros.
See, it gets a little sneaky. And then this is when it gets real hard. You're going to do 20 times 300, which ends up being 6,000.
300, yes.
Is that
Be
right?
3 zeros.
That's right. Okay. See, it gets a little tricky when you get to the the higher numbers. So my way is a little bit harder when it gets to that.
But I like that they're saying sometimes, even if you're a math teacher and been doing this for a long time, like me, sometimes you still make mistakes. And like Mr. Leatherwood, sometimes you do have to slow down and think about it.
You do. Ain't that the truth? So then I'm going to add all this up. I'll do it up here. Drum over here. So we have 5 in the ones place, 7 in the tens place, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 6, 7, 8. So if I did it right, and Miss Hannah's going to check me with her awesome way here in just a second, I think it's 8,175.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's try it. Let's try it old school.
Old
All right.
school.
Old school. That's right. All right. Go ahead and write that number down, and let's remember we're going to start in the ones place. I see 5 times 7 is 35. So I'm going to put my 5 down. Remember here I'm going to carry my 3 over to the tens place. And 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 3 makes 13. And I'm going to carry over to the hundreds. And now I'm going to take that 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 1 more is 16. Now I have officially finished all of the ones place of that 5. So chicken scratch, goose lays an egg. Now I'm ready for the tens place. That 2 has to multiply every number above it, starting with the 7. 2 times 7 is 14. Carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 3 times 2 is 6. Now I'm going to add those together. I've got 5. 3 and 4 is 7. 6 and 5 is 11. and 678.
Sweet pickles.
Look at that.
I got it
Two
right.
different ways, one correct answer.
Yep. So definitely different.
Yes.
So you just have to decide what works best for you. Yeah. You want to give them a couple and then we'll see how they do?
Yep.
All right.
Now it's your turn. So you guys are going to try these on your note page and bring them to class tomorrow. Feel free to go back and rewind if you need to. If you need to watch it again, try both ways if you can.
Yeah. What's a good color? How about funky green?
All right, funky green. Here it
Alright.
is.
So 34 times 18.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
How about 27 times 49?
Okay. Then we're going to get tricky.
Here we go.
437 times 32.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then last but not least, what do you want to
How
do?
about 612
Okay.
times 28?
All right. Bring these to class tomorrow. We'll talk about them, see how you did.
Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Bye, guys.